All right, let's keep our little ride going now. The Beast's maneuverability is super cool. For the price, it's very reasonable indeed. For now, it's all the boxes checked. Hey everyone, and welcome to this new video where I'm going to show you the new electric scooter from MOBYGUM. This is the Pulse 350, a very budget-friendly electric scooter with really interesting performance. We get a lot of comfort on this scooter at a price, like I told you, that's very accessible. So this is really going to be an interesting video if you're looking for an electric scooter that's cheap, comfy, and capable for daily use. In this video, I'm going to introduce the Pulse 350. We'll go over its specs, its performance, its overall look, and in the second part of this video, we'll take it out for a real-world test and see what it actually delivers in terms of comfort, maneuverability, acceleration, and braking. Anyway, by the end of this video, you're going to be able to make up your own mind about this electric scooter. If you're interested, you'll find the link in this video's description to order it directly on MOBYGUM's official website. And with my little promo code, you'll also get a small discount. And I do earn a small commission whenever you place an order using my code. So thank you very much to everyone who does. I really appreciate it. Now, before we get into the heart of the matter, please note that this electric scooter is covered by a 2-year warranty and that all of the spare parts for this machine are readily available. So if anything does break, if you have the slightest issue at all, you can go ahead and swap out any spare part on this electric scooter. Plus, the warehouses are located in France, so delivery is genuinely really quick in case there's a problem. Now let's start with the battery. We're looking at 36 volts. 13 ampere hours of capacity, which gives a theoretical range of 40 kilometers in real-world conditions, with an 80-kilogram rider and riding really aggressively. I think we'll be more around 20 to 25 kilometers of range on this machine, and for the price, it's still very compelling.
We have a motor in the rear wheel that delivers 350 watts of nominal power and can climb to 700 watts at peak. We've got, of course, a headlight up front. We've also got 2 little lights here embedded right into the deck to improve visibility.
And at the back, same thing, we've got 2 small LEDs embedded right into the frame that shine brighter when you brake. And at the back, on the mudguard, there's a reflector to improve visibility. We're on classic inner tube tires, 10 inches by 2.5 wide. Braking-wise, we've got mechanical disc brakes, front and rear, with 140mm rotors, and for an electric scooter at this price, with a 2-year warranty, French after-sales service, and all spare parts available. That's something very interesting and genuinely very rare when you're looking at a scooter at this price point. To continue talking about the scooter's waterproofing, we do have, for example, the PCB, the printed circuit board inside the display housing, which itself is also fully sealed and waterproof. So if a bit of water seeps into the plastics, it will drain out naturally without damaging the PCB, which is in any case waterproof. We have suspension in the front and in the back, plus we have a C-shaped fork up front. And same thing for a scooter. At this price, that's something very interesting.
Here you really get comfort. 10-inch wheels, classic inner tube tires, paired with very good suspensions I've already tested. Believe me, that's something you hardly ever see.
So if you want a budget-friendly scooter that's comfortable, with 10-inch wheels, with classic inner tube tires combined with suspensions, I think you should really take a look at this scooter, and I recommend watching the video to the end to see what we think of it. Overall, the controller that links your battery to your motor that draws more or less current depending on how you accelerate. It's also IPX7. They've been potted in resin, so that improves thermal dissipation.
Meaning the heat isn't going to stay in the controller, it's going to escape, and then it's gradually going to be dissipated through the rest of the deck, and then that heat is going to leave the deck through the vents up front and behind, right by the rear motor.
It can be disconnected very easily, especially if you really need to change the rear wheel tire. So that's a really good point, honestly. It makes swapping the tire and the inner tube much simpler and much faster. And just before I show you how to de-restrict this electric scooter to ride on private land with all the machine's capabilities, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel if this type of video appeals to you. It's very important. So thanks to all of you who do. And by the way, if you're looking for an electric scooter, think about downloading the list of the best electric vehicles on the market, ranked by price range, and you can also access the ultimate search engine for electric scooters.
It is a small website where you can very easily set every single criterion you want for your electric scooter. And then only the models that truly match your needs and fully meet all your criteria are going to show up. You simply have to click on the one you really want.
You've got the promo code and a fully trusted site to order it directly at the best prices. All the information is right there in the description, and of course, it's completely free.
So to de-restrict this scooter for riding on private property, of course, you simply need to unscrew the 4 screws that are right here at the front of the deck. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to get access to the controller. After that, you just have to carefully cut with a pair of scissors or a box cutter, the blue wire.
And now your scooter is fully de-restricted and it is going to reach about 31 kilometers per hour on private property. What's really nice on this scooter is that you can raise the handlebar like this and you can adjust it literally to the centimeter precisely. That's super practical.
We don't have just 3 notches. You can really set the handlebar exactly to the right height. And one very interesting point is that this part of the stem, the one that can go up or down, isn't round, which means if you turn the handlebar, this section here doesn't turn. And that's a really interesting point, because on other electric scooters, you get the same setup, but with this part here that's round. And sometimes you can get some play, meaning your handlebar will turn, so you turn the handlebar and it won't rotate the whole block. It'll just rotate this section here. And so that can be really, really bothersome, even downright dangerous. On the Pulse 350 and on the Pulse 500 from MOBYGUM, we don't have that issue because this part right here is round, but on the sides it's flat, which completely prevents this part of the stem from turning. So yeah, that's a very good point indeed. And then once you've set it to the right height, say right here, you simply lock it in place. There we go, all set, and now you can just head out and ride straight away. We also have physical keys to unlock or lock the scooter for security. So that's really cool, honestly. It's simple but effective. You press the button and the scooter is switched on. We just have to push and the scooter's off. Okay, on paper, the scooter looks really promising. And now, let's go see what it's worth in real-world conditions. All right, let's kick off the test of the Pulse 350 from MOBYGUM in real-world conditions. So, first impression, incredible, just like I expected.
The suspension is just fabulous. Now, for the price to performance ratio, you're getting your money's worth and comfort. Big plus point. I'll stress that right away. For a scooter at this price, to have suspension like this and comfort like this, I've never seen a scoot this comfortable at this price.
Very clearly, excellent point. So comfort is top-notch. The handlebar, I set it to its highest position. You get a good feel from the bar, it doesn't feel like it's going to twist.
You don't get that feeling like on the Halo Knight where sometimes the bars kind of seem to turn a little and you've got to crank every screw down tight to hope it won't move anymore. That's the downside on Halo Knight style setups, for example, with the Lock 2, which can be a bit temperamental.
We're on a whole different level here, so that's a really excellent point. The handlebar doesn't twist at all, you get a really good feel and genuinely solid maneuverability. We're obviously limited to 25 kilometers per hour from the factory, and since we're on public roads, I'm obviously sticking strictly to 25 right now. The pickup is decent without being amazing, and the braking is really, really good, genuinely solid. Don't worry, we're going to test all of that and see how it goes, nice and clearly. You can feel the scooter could go over 25 kilometers per hour. You really feel the limiter kick in when it hits. And right there, I just went over a whole bunch of bumps, quite a few of them. I can tell you the suspension is top of the top. Now we hit an incline, we're holding at 25 kilometers per hour. Okay, we dropped to 23, 22, 20, 19, 18. It's fine, that's reasonable. For the price, it's very, very reasonable. So yeah, a really big plus on this machine, it's gonna be the suspensions. That, do not forget it in the video. The suspensions are top of the top. Comfort is spotless. As for the space on the deck, we're fine, with the footrest adding a bit more room, which is always good to have. So that's a very good point on this front. We're going to do a little emergency braking test right now. We're going to do it just over at the yield sign right there. All right, so I braked starting right from the white square, and we're looking at roughly 3 meters to come to a stop. The braking is really, really very good. I'm leaning a little bit with the machine right now. For now, all boxes ticked. Very happy so far. The trigger like this, on the index finger, not my favorite, but it does the job. Here, on a moderate climb, we're holding about 23 kilometers per hour. Again, for the price, it's very good. Other electric scooters in the same price range don't accelerate as well on hills at all. So that's a very, very good point, honestly. The handlebar is fairly wide. It kind of feels like a 48-volt scooter that does 45 kilometers per hour. In terms of handlebar width, it's the kind you find on scooters that are a bit more powerful and a bit faster, and that are, by the way, a bit more premium. I don't know if you can see the suspension, but it's a treat. Good thing it really does brake well. You saw it and you heard it. Yeah, that could have ended differently. So having strong brakes is reassuring. It really is. Okay, let's keep our little ride going. 25 kilometers per hour stock. It moves along with total smoothness, with total simplicity. It's really, truly ultra pleasant. Let me tell you, for a daily scooter, the feel here is really good. Comfort-wise, we're holding 25. Now I'm going to try testing the front suspension specifically. The rear suspension, it really compresses nicely, truly. The front suspension. Same here, we're really on top with this little machine. I can tell you, I'm very happy. A lovely little discovery, this machine. So when I saw its price and its performance, I got a bit worried. I thought, are we looking at quality materials? Are we going to have comfort? Will it really have enough power? I was still, honestly, pretty skeptical. I can tell you that since I keep on testing and discovering new models every week, I was quite skeptical about the performance for the price. I figured it was probably going to be hard to make something truly decent at that price point. And not just decent. They made it really, really good. I'm very pleasantly surprised, honestly. I have been cruising for a little while now, and the kilometers just keep stacking up. Even on this little machine, I'm at 3.5 kilometers already, and it just rolls along on its own.
So we've got a mechanical disc brake that's paired with electronic braking. That's actually pretty nice, really solid. And I find the electronic brake is tuned in a very natural way to gently boost your stopping power without adding any of that unwanted, surprising bite or grab. It just feels really natural, fully in line with your mechanical braking.
So yeah, that's really good. Okay, now we're hitting a very, very nice hill. You saw that? 16 kilometers per hour with my 80 kilogram weight, 15 kilometers per hour. Now we're on a steep hill, and clearly, hills are the #1 enemy of small 36-volt electric scooters. By the way, even single motor scooters in general, it has to be said. Look, I'm braking here, and on top of the mechanical brake, you've got the electronic brake kicking in to assist. Check the speed bump. Gonna hit it at 27. Smooth, thanks to the suspensions. And now, top of the top, it's suspension paired with classic inner tube tires. Clearly it's a treat, and I'm gonna ride with my feet a bit tight together. It's not the best riding position in terms of safety, but with small machines like this, it can be done.
The Beast's maneuverability is really cool, and the adjustable handlebar is a win for me. I'm not a big fan of adjustable bars like this, because I feel like it doesn't look premium. I've said it in several videos already, and I'm always afraid the handlebar will twist.
I don't really like setting it to 3 notches. I much prefer when it's ultra solid, almost with no adjustment at all. Honestly, I think that's what truly gives the best brand image, and it's what I generally prefer to ride.
Right now it's height adjustable, but it really does the job because you can feel the block is truly solid. It's really stout. That was one of my biggest worries on this scooter. It was the quality of the handlebar and the stem. I was afraid there'd be some play.
Right now, there's absolutely zero play. Seriously, front to back, or when you twist it, like at all. And yeah, that really did reassure me, especially compared to electric scooters with the same setup, or at least a very similar setup, which aren't necessarily the most comfortable or the nicest to ride overall.
We're looking at something really, really good. Though I'll say it again, this isn't my favorite setup to begin with. The little mechanical bell on the left actually does the job quite well. Look, we're going to hop up a curb and then drop off the curb. As for the suspension, you just sink in like soft cotton. Now we're going to brake using only the rear.
It slides just right. We've got really good grip. The energy, it's truly there. It's a false slope. We're sitting at 20-25 kilometers per hour for a small machine. At this price point, it's flawless. The overall performance of the machine is downright flawless. For the price, it's very, very good. I can't wait to test the Pulse 500, which is built on the same base but with a bit more power, thanks to a different motor, a different battery, and a different controller. I'm really eager to try it. It's going to be really cool. You've got everything you need on this little machine at a super competitive price.
Plus the 2-year warranty and 100% spare part availability. I'm pretty much sold. In my head, it sounds right. And when I'm on it, it's very pleasant to ride. It's a solid winning combo. If this scooter interests you, you'll find the link in the description to order it.
At this price, I can tell you it's a very good choice of electric scooter. Super comfortable, with solid braking, good suspensions, and acceleration that handles most small city hills.
Even if you weigh 80 kilos and the hills are more medium to steep, you're going to drop by between 15, even 10 kilometers per hour if it's really very steep. But on this kind of machine, big climbs are hard to hold. Just know, even 550, 800 euro machines don't hold on hills.
So with a 300 euros and change machine, it's really quite tough to manage. So if this scooter does interest you, I'm going to drop the link to order it right in this video's description. At MOBYGUM, you get a straight 2-year warranty, so you're pretty chill compared to other brands that are most of the time covered for 1 year or even just 6 months on certain scooter components. Here, you're sitting pretty with after-sales service in France, and the scooter itself is really very good.
Really happy we've got such a nice machine. Like I told you, I was a bit worried about the stem, and I can tell you the stem is very good. If you also had some concerns about the stem, you can rest easy. The stem is very, very good. And in terms of comfort, I was expecting something basic, but this time I was very pleasantly surprised. We're getting excellent comfort, and when you factor in the price, it's just excellent. It's really a joy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video.
If that's the case, remember to like it and subscribe. It's super important. So thanks to everyone who does. And if you like this scooter, you'll find the link and the promo code in the description to order it from MOBYGUM. And you can order any scooter from MOBYGUM with my promo code. So if you're into it, treat yourself. On that note, see you in just a moment in the next video that's about to pop up on screen. And for the others, see you very soon. This was Raftor. Bye bye.